7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Are you listening?
Ricky J. Sports.
I'm sure we could all relate when I say, have you ever been in this situation where you are this Conor McGregor individual trying to get out of side control, but your opponent, call him the denying dingo, the game genie, the transition master, he just seems to deny every single movement when you're in side control. And then inevitably, your opponent just finishes you off as you give up because you feel like there's nothing that you could do. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there are things that you could do to get out of that tough spot. And in this video, I'm going to break it down to help you guys out to get out of a side control situation where your opponent is denying you. All right, let's break down this scenario here. So I am Rose Namajunas. I am on my back, and it seems like I just can't get out of this spot. My opponent's good, man, a Division 8 fighter, and he or she just knows how to deny every single movement. I get into side control, and I'm trying to get into half guard or sprawl. I even try doing a little fake here and there, and I can't get out. So what I recommend is just flick the right analog. This situation will avoid you from getting KO'd because your opponent can't strike you if you continue to move. They will eventually try to get to mount, and that's when you have to guess one way. And see how I guess to the right punch right there, and then I reverse it, get into full guard, and now it's my time. That situation where I had this denying master, the denying dingo, has now been reversed, and I am now on top, and I'm able to utilize my game. Now, if I didn't flick the right analog like I was doing, my opponent will eventually KO me in side control, and that's what they're looking for, a lot of these guys that are denying you in side control. So just flick it. Another cool thing is if there's not a lot of time left in the round and they're doing that, just continue to flick the right analog, and that way you will be able to kind of buy some time and get out of the round and start fresh in the next round. But as we're seeing right here, I do get reversed. I want to roll this tape right here because I do get reversed, but I fight back and then reverse my opponent again. My opponent is awesome right here, but I deny right there. And I'm looking for a opportunity to get mount. I get it. They are trying to transition out. I hit her again, and eventually check that out. It is over. And the only reason I survived, like I said, is that I was flicking the right analog when I was stuck in side control. Let's check out another situation. All right, here's another scenario. So I am using Neil Magny. You guys know Neil Magny is my favorite fighter in the game. But here I'm in trouble. My opponent gets me into side control, then into crucifix. I'm doing what I can to try to get out. I get into side saddle. I'm waiting, trying to regain my stamina. He's denying my backside. And then I try to go the other way to side control. He's denying it. So then I just start going with the flick action. Just flick the right analog. Don't hold it. Flick it. And at this point, your opponent can't strike you. And I know your stamina is drained out, but you could ride out the round right here. Or you could use this to recover strikes to the head. And my opponent goes to north-south to side control to mount to try to get me from stopping that. And then at this point, I'm just guessing to see which arm my opponent's going to strike with, and then once he does it, I'm going to try to buck him. So I miss right there. I'm waiting right there. Right before he's about to strike, you hit that correct side, and you will buck your opponent, and you'll get into a better spot. Then I deny his mount, and then right here, I'm in a better spot where I can breathe a little, I can relax, and sort of regain my stamina, and that's what I did right there. So, as a whole, this little tactic will help you guys from getting KO'd. Because when I first started playing this game, I ran into a bunch of these guys, and I felt like there was nothing I could do, and eventually they just KO'd me in side control, side saddle, crucifix. But if you guys just do the old flickaroony, your opponent will end up trying to get to mount, and that's when you got to be very careful and guess what arm they're going to punch to, and then try to reverse it and get back into a more advantageous position. This strategy is just to help you prolong the fight. I can't guarantee it's going to help you win the fight, but it'll help you prolong the fight, and then inevitably it may give you a chance to win. And that's what it's all about having a chance. Anyhow, people, thank you so much for your support. Let me know what you guys think about this strategy, surviving on your back. You guys are the best. This is Ricky J, baby, from Ricky J Sports.
And you
are awesome.